Good afternoon, everyone. We are G7T7. My name is Brendan, and together with Hungry, Jaren, Nixon, and Sia, we are excited to introduce our project, Kachao, your one stop car solution. Our web application unites car enthusiasts worldwide in one central, interactive hub that blends community, creativity, and connection. So, what problem are we trying to solve? Car enthusiasts today lack a centralized space with over 3.1 million members on Reddit cars alone. Content is scattered across Reddit, Instagram, and fragmented forums. This fragmentation makes it harder for newcomers to join in, limits community bonding, and turns sharing into a disjointed experience rather than a connected one. Kachao addresses this by centralizing and connecting enthusiasts into one seamless platform. We transform static photo galleries into immersive 3D showrooms, create more inclusive environments for beginners, and tap into fast growing digital collectibles, which is projected to grow nearly fivefold in the next decade. So essentially, Kachao isn't just another car site, it's a place to build your identity, show off your cars, and connect through experiments.
Meet Kachao. Its main features include immersive galleries with 3D model viewing, a unified community hub with forums and profiles, integrated services like finding car meets, and a platform that lets you build your unique car enthusiast identity. For the front end, we use Tailwind CSS to ensure a clean, modern, and fully responsive design. Its utility first approach lets us build fast and maintain visual consistency. The result is a seamless experience on all devices from desktops to phones. For our dynamic front end, we use Nux.js. Its server-side rendering ensures fast loading, while the component-based architecture makes features like 3D viewers and event cards highly reactive. This allows users to interact and update their profiles seamlessly, creating a smooth app-like experience without page reloads.
Our app integrates several APIs to enhance interactivity and power our core features. For our map, we use the Google Maps and Places API on our Explore page. This helps users locate nearby car related services such as petrol stations, workshops, and service centers. We also use the Hugging Face Trellis API for our immersive gallery. It automatically generates 3D GLB models from uploaded car images, converting static photos into interactive models and allowing users to visualize their cars in a virtual showroom. On the back end, our architecture is split. Supabase serves as our main data store for all application and business data, including car listings, events, and community content, providing a secure PostgreSQL database with real-time synchronization. Finally, Firebase handles all user authentication and identity management, ensuring secure and reliable login sessions across the app.
For our tech stack, we're using Nux.js, which is a Vue.js framework, Pinia for state management, ShadCN as our component library, and Tailwind CSS for our main styling. For backend, we're using Fast API as our backend server, with SQL Alchemy as our ORM, PostgreSQL, and NoSQL for our database. So beyond the lab, we have explored animation libraries such as GSAP, Animate.css, and Animate on Scroll. For our 3D rendering, we've explored 3JS with React.js. And for our API and services, we adopted Firebase for their authentication service and storing user data. And we use Supabase to store the other core data required. Hugging Face API in order to use Trellis, which allows us to convert user images to .glb file. And we utilize Google Map and Places API for location-based services. Lastly, for deployment, we use Vercel for our 3D car rendering, and for our front and back end, we use DigitalOcean to deploy. And now we're passing my time to Henry for a demo.
Start off with our demo. So this is essentially our main page, our main page for our project, Kachao. Yeah. So as we can see, we can toggle all the way down to see the different section of our homepage. We will have a short description of our forum page where you can click on this icon to enter forum page, and then you can subsequently there is explore meetup page, as well as this gallery page where you can slide across these different pictures. Yes, and our enter gallery will be there. And moving on to our last page will be our explore hub where user can toggle it to enter to the explore hub. All right, so I'll start off with our main page, which will be I'll move on to our forum page first. So this is our forum page where you can see a bunch of collections of a community forum comments, as well as interaction between people in the community. So for example, we have myself. I've actually come out with this forum, a short forum, and then you can see all the icons, so on and so forth. But since I'm not registered right now, I cannot click on the icon, the like icon. Okay, but as of now, I'll just proceed on. So this is essentially a layout for our forum page. All right, so moving on, we can also click on the menu to open up the the different sections that we can explore, as well as Kachao to go back to our main homepage. All right, so I'll move on to the Explore Meetup page. We can see a bunch of different meetups that is actually inserted by members of our community, where they can, for example, we can have like a session that is all about cars, where they can join in to find out more about their favorite cars during the session. And then we have the date and time, as well as the location and the number of packs that we are attending. Similarly, you can't press on the join meet because we are not signed up. But alternatively, they can actually add to the Google Calendar, which will be directed to a new page with all the details keyed in, such as the title, the date and time, as well as the location, and a short description of the meetup session. All right, going back to the meetup page. Yeah, so we can actually toggle through the available car meetup sessions. All right, so I'll just enter to the next page, which will be the gallery portion. So this is our gallery portion, where you can swipe all the way down and you enter the gallery page of all the different cars that has been created by the members of their community. So they will use their favorite car pictures, probably about 1 to 8 pictures of those cars, and then they'll upload it, and we are able to 3D generate a 3D render of the car they have inserted. So for example, this member of the community actually uploaded a picture of the Lamborghini, and then that's the car title, as well as a short description, as well as a toggle light button, which is disabled at the current moment, and then you can see how they can toggle with the 3D rendering of the car. Yeah, and then they can also press on auto rotate to just simulate the auto rotation of the car, and then they as well as can screenshot, which will be downloaded into their own local files. All right, so this is essentially the page for our gallery. Lastly, I'll move on to our explore page, where this is essentially the explore hub for the members of our community to come and see those services that is near the vicinity, such as you can base off the legend. The blue icon represents the current location, and then the rest will represent gas station, car repair shop, and car dealer near the location. So if I were to toggle it, such as ESSO gas station, it will show up the address as well as the rating. So I can proceed to press save place, but I'm currently not a login user. Okay, so those are the basic features we have, and then alternatively, I'll show you the difference between a login user as well as a non-user. Okay, so I can essentially log in through Google on this email, and then it will be directed to the home page. So the landing page will be very different from a non-user and a user, where the user will be directed to this with a welcome, as well as a cool animation at the background, which uses the scroll function. Yeah, so I'll speed it up a little bit. So once the scroll is done, it will transition smoothly into the car rendering of a random car in their collection. So this essentially represents a random car in the car collection, and then the similar functionalities apply here as well, such as screenshot as well as auto rotate. All right, so the difference between non-user and user would that they will have a create portion where they can actually create their own cars, as I'll be demonstrating now. So the user can toggle to our create page right here, and then they can actually drop one to about maximum of 8 images of their car, preferably more than one picture to get the best rendering of their car model. Yeah, so for example, in this case, we have selected the Jesco Koenigsegg car, and then we will proceed with entering the car details, and it will be my favorite car, maybe Koenigsegg, that's why the model will be Jesco, and the other will be the location will be Singapore. And actually, any one successful car, interesting type car. Yeah, and for the rendering, it's different background one. So for example, I'll put a description. I can't wait to own this car in 3 years. Yeah, right. Then we move on to review, where they will have a review of what they have selected, and then if they don't like it, they can toggle back to make any changes. But in this case, I'm satisfied with my options, and then I'll start submitting car, where a landing page where a loading page will be. Alright, so as you can see, once it has been created, you will actually be directed to the home page as well. So in order to see the created car, you can actually toggle to profile, where we'll be able to see the car right here. And then you open up, and then this will be the 3D rendering of the car itself. As you can see, it's not the best, but it looks quite sick enough. Yeah, and then on this profile page, you can actually edit like those details that you want to change, maybe like from 40 years become 30 years. Yeah, and then you can save it, and it will be updated. And then you also can delete as well. Yeah. Alright, so then on the profile page itself, you can also see all the cars that you have liked, and then you can actually these like cars will be other users that have uploaded their own cars, so you can actually toggle like and dislike, and then you'll disappear from the like tab. And then you can also see car meets. You have not created any car meets, so I'll show you how to create them. Okay, coming to meetup, and then you can create meet. For example, coffee and cars. Right, short trip with the boys. And update, we will toggle update, then coming like 30 and 6. Yeah, and the picture will be and here's my done. Japan, 1, 2, 2. Right, next actually like 1, 2, 6, 100. And it's just right. Japan 3, 1, 2, 5, and I'll just use HF user and create meet. Alright, and as you can see, it's also uploaded right here, and I can press join me in this case to signify I'm joining the meet, and then the same thing at the Google Calendar. Okay, so that's all for the car meet. Okay, then I'll move on to the forum post, where if you are a login user, you can actually add new thread, where can put in such as like I have enough way to earn check that just so something like that, and this can be 4 years I will have enough money for it, and similarly text is valid input and text as well as the text itself of the foreign page, so like so and so forth, and similarly I can also insert image such that I can toggle replace as well as remove, and then I can publish. Alright, as you can see, it appears right here. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much about the forum. Oh, so sorry, you can also comment. You can comment hopefully you can like something like that. And then you also can toggle like on your own, for example. Yeah, so that's pretty much about it. And yeah, okay, moving on to explore. Okay, so since I'm now a registered user, I can toggle all this, and then maybe I want a petrol station that's near me. I can actually save it into my save place. So once I have saved it here, it will show me like a short description, the location, and when I have saved it, and I can press on direction, which will direct me to a Google map where there is the driving as well as how I get there, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's pretty much all, and then I can delete it as well, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then with that being said, I've come to the end of the demo, and I hope you guys like our product. Thank you.